Hi, Dr. Paul Haider here. You know, it's the quality of our life and what we do with our life that really creates a story which goes on forever. And our life is our message, no matter who we are. It's about living with truth, love, kindness, patience. To be able to be willing to put up with a lot of stuff that happens and be okay with it and to be grateful every day. And sometimes it's about standing tall and knowing deep down in our heart that something is right and sticking to it and having tough love. I know a man who is an alcoholic, and his brother saw him dying, and he didn't want to see him die. He thought he would die in about 6 weeks, so he decided he was going to have to push his brother's buttons in order to get him to survive. And he was not going to be popular with anybody because he was going to do things that were hard. So he told his brother, you either go into a clinic for a few days voluntarily, or I will put you in jail for being a pest and causing problems in the household. And the alcoholic brother said, "No, you won't do that." Well, it was difficult, but the older brother said, "Yes, I will. This is for your own good." Even everybody else around him said, "What are you doing that for? This is going to be a problem. We should just take care of him, let him do his own thing." And he said, "No, I have this feeling in my heart that this is wrong. We got to take steps to move forward and make a difference." So he took his brother to court, and he said, "Look, Judge, he's an alcoholic, and he needs help." And the alcoholic brother was there, finally showed up, and he said, "No, he's a liar." And the judge took one look at him, and he said, "You're going to detox for a few days." And he was in detox for about 5 days, and after that, they couldn't hold him any longer. They can only hold him for so long. But he decided to stay on his own accord for another month, because he knew after 5 days that this was good for him. And every week he would have a weekly counseling session, and it started to come around that a lot of stuff was coming out that he needed to deal with. They found out that the only thing that really made him happy was his drinking, and that's the only time he was happy. And he started dealing with why he wasn't happy, and also finding ways that he could be happy other than drinking, to have hobbies, and to really basically get a life. And eventually, all the rest of the people that were around this man that was an alcoholic finally came on board with the brother who was, doing the tough love thing. They said, "Oh, you did the right thing, this is a good thing." And so eventually, it was important to stand our ground and know that we're doing this for love and doing the right thing, because this is not good. We need to help this person. And sometimes it's not easy. Sometimes it's really, really hard. And it seems like we're the only one in the world that sees that there's a problem here, or there's a challenge here, or there's some process going on that's not right. The truth is not being addressed. So we need to look at the whole process and look back and feel in our heart to know that, I need to do something about this. I need to make a difference. And I can already tell that I'm not going to make a lot of friends doing this. I think a lot of us have been in that position. And sometimes it's not easy. In fact, a lot of times it's not easy. But any time that anybody's ever done anything for the greater good, it's not been easy. Think about Jesus. Not easy. That we have to allow ourselves to do what is right and go beyond what other people say. It's easy. Most people want everyone to love them, everybody to go along with them, and everything's good, and they pat you on the back and that type of thing. But when you're doing the opposite of what they want, and it's for the greater good, boy, that's not easy. And how many of us will do that? How many of us will tie that into the message of our life and be willing, like Gandhi, to march to the beat of a different drummer, or Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., or some of the other greats that came along? It's not easy. To allow yourself to think about the message that your life is presenting today. We have lots of refugees, and we have more refugees right now than any other time in the history of the world that I know of. I know more than World War II. And as Pope Francis had said, it's up to our compassion to help these people. Even the Dalai Lama has spoken out that, it's a quality of a society that takes care of those people who are suffering. So it's up to us. It's up to us. Let your life be your message. Let your life be a guiding light to others. Let your life be the light. I love you.